A sad story of violence. Imagine the desperate cries of a baby piercing a quiet neighborhood, leading to the discovery of an unimaginable tragedy. This is the story of Rudo, a young woman whose life ended in the shadow of violence, a horrifying reflection of the silent epidemic of gender-based violence, GBV. Rudo, a mother and wife, lived a life tarnished by abuse. Her tragic death left a small baby behind, alone and defenseless. But it's not just her story. It's a call to recognize the hidden pain many endure and to stop GBV before it claims more lives. Rudo's marriage, far from being a sanctuary, became her prison. The violence she faced wasn't in the public eye, but grew in the silence behind closed doors. Like many victims of GBV, she kept enduring in hope, fear, and despair, until the silence broke in the worst possible way. Her husband's actions ended her life, but they left haunting questions. Could this have been prevented? How could the cries of her baby become the clue that revealed the darkness inside her home? These questions remind us of the need to act, to look out for signs of abuse. One fateful day, neighbors heard crying that wouldn't stop. It came from Rudo's infant, left behind as the sole voice of an unthinkable tragedy. What they found was devastating. Rudo gone, and her child a tiny survivor of circumstances no one should face. The heartbreak didn't stop there. Agnes Chirimi, Rudo's mother, received the devastating news. For a mother to lose her child in such a manner is a pain that words cannot contain. Amid her grief, Agnes had to step forward, becoming a guardian of the fragile life left behind. Rudo's husband was swiftly brought to justice, facing imprisonment for his crimes. His punishment marked a step towards justice, but it couldn't undo the pain inflicted. For Agnes, this was a bittersweet moment. Justice served, but her daughter lost forever. This result highlights the importance of accountability for perpetrators, but justice must go deeper than punishment. It must also ensure we build systems that prevent such tragedies, so no family has to experience what Rudo's did. Amid her grief, Agnes found herself as a source of strength for the smallest survivor, her grandchild. Caring for the baby became her purpose, offering a glimmer of hope in the aftermath. Through pain and tears, she began rebuilding a life in fragments. Agnes's resilience is an inspiring reminder that even in tragedy there can be sparks of hope. But she didn't do it alone. Support from organizations like World Vision Zimbabwe provided crucial lifelines, aiding her journey toward healing and hope. World Vision Zimbabwe stepped in during Agnes's darkest moments, offering essential supplies and emotional support. From food to baby essentials, they ensured that Agnes and her grandchild didn't face this journey alone. Their aid also symbolized solidarity in the fight against GBV. Just as Agnes was helped, many others rely on such organizations for survival and recovery. The role of community organizations in empowering survivors highlights how collective action can turn despair into resilience. Rudo's story is a stark reminder that GBV thrives in silence. The cries of her baby were the alarm that broke the quiet tragedy inside her home. This heartbreaking tale urges us to act, spot the signs of abuse, intervene, and protect those facing violence. Society must move beyond silence and stigma. We must stand with victims, ensure their safety, and hold abusers accountable. Rudo's story shouldn't just be a tragedy we mourn. It should be a movement that fights for change. Let Agnes's strength inspire you to speak out and act. If you suspect someone is facing GBV, don't stay silent. Offer support, raise awareness, and connect them to resources. Together, we can create a world where no one has to endure the tragedy Rudo faced. Take a stand against GBV. Let this story spark change, support victims, amplify their voices, and help build a future where homes are safe havens, not prisons. Share Rudo's story because awareness moves the needle toward action. Let's end the violence together.